Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm single, happy, and living the college life in Florida. I first moved here about 2 years ago and started living at a dorm. But just a few weeks into my dorm mates stealing my clothes, eating my food, and sneaking in boys to stay the night, I had just about enough. Dorm life wasn't for me. Luckily, around that time, I met a girl named Sarah. She was a lifesaver. We had different majors, but got to know each other through our common classes. Sarah was looking for a roommate for her apartment, and I took the chance and snagged up the deal. And since then, we've been the best of friends. We got along well, but also had our fair share of fights. But even then, we usually sorted things out one way or the other. That brings us to one of our common classes, English 201. Now, I don't want to be shallow, but I'm so fab. Check it out, I'm blonde, I'm skinny, I'm rich, and I'm a little bit of a you get it. Guys are always following me and hitting on me. And of those guys, there was one in particular in English 201 who just wouldn't give up. Blake. A stud. Never liked his attitude, never will. The guy was corny and his pickup lines made me want to puke. Alicia, like the new shirt I got? No, not here. Row, row, row your boat gently away from me. Come on, I just want to talk. Feel it. You know what it's made of? I could really care less, so Blake, please, spare me the pleasure of your company. Boyfriend material. Blake, follow my words. This isn't a good time. In fact, it's never a good time. Did I mention how beautiful you look today? Seriously, Blake? Your absence is tremendously required, so please, find somewhere else to exist. Nothing got to Blake, and he was always complimenting me with a smile, making me look rude and insensitive. But come on, we all know what's on Blake's mind. He asked me out 100 times, and I rejected him 100 times. Alicia, how about a date this Friday night? He asked for the 101st time. Yeah, sure. 'Cause you know what I love about you, Blake? Absolutely nothing. How much of a pushover do you take me for? I told you I'm not interested, and there is nothing to be gained by further conversation between you and I. So, goodbye. Thank goodness. After that day, he finally stopped bugging me every time we had class together. But it was soon after I noticed he was after someone else. Sarah. And the concerning part was, Sarah was falling for it. I knew Blake wasn't one of those guys who you could trust, and I was pretty sure he was using Sarah. I could bet $1 million Sarah could get a guy far better than that jerk. Sarah, is there something going on between you and Blake? He asked me out, and I said yeah. I don't think it's a good idea. He's not that great of a guy. Why? Do you know something? Tell me. It's not a secret, Sarah. Everyone knows. He's after every girl he sees, including me. But ever since I rejected him, now he's moved on to you? And the next thing you know, he's gonna be at some other girl's table. Oh, you'll be fine, Alicia. It's just one date, not like I'm gonna marry him. So Sarah and Blake went on their first date. And as much as I hoped it would turn out a disaster, it didn't. Blake and Sarah started seeing each other regularly. They went out for lunch, they booked tickets to the movies, and went on romantic walks in the park, It was as if Blake and Sarah were the perfect couple. So how's it going with Blake? Good. I really like him. He's nice. Good for you. I guess I was wrong about him. Over the days, it seemed the two had truly fallen in love. But when some time went by, I noticed Sarah behaving a little strange. She stopped meeting Blake. She ignored his messages or replied to them late. On the other hand, Blake always tried to keep her happy. After they started dating, Blake would often be at the apartment, sometimes even stay overnight. It wasn't an issue since we had our own rooms, but the love in the air was definitely cringy. He would be knocking on the door with flowers one day or chocolate the other. If I were to lay 11 of these roses next to you, you know what that would make? What? The perfect dozen. You didn't have to get these, Blake. You don't like them? I'm really not in the mood. You should have called before you came. I need some alone time. What's wrong, Sarah? Blake always tried to make her laugh, but Sarah was always upset for some reason. I used to overhear her yelling at Blake. I guess she didn't feel the same way she initially did about him. Well, all things have an end. It was one of these days while Blake was staying over. I found him sitting on our couch, all alone in the middle of the night. What happened? Why does your face look like that? Look like what? I mean, why are you upset? Honestly, I don't think Sarah's into me anymore, but I think I've fallen in love with her. Have you told her? She's been staying away from me. She doesn't answer my calls or my messages. I don't know what's going on with her. I've been doing all I can, but it's like she doesn't even want to spend any time with me. I don't want to lose her. Although I didn't think very highly of Blake, over these days, I realized maybe he wasn't that bad of a guy. And I started to feel bad for him. He looked miserable, and it seemed he truly wanted to make things work, so I thought I'd talk to Sarah about it. Blake's been looking a little depressed these days. What's that about? It's not what it looks like. You were right, he has some major issues. What happened? Did he do something? What doesn't he do? He's always in my face, overly jealous, overly possessive. This relationship has become toxic. Sarah, have you considered he may be in love with you? I don't know, maybe, but it's not gonna work out. Why are you behaving like this? He's trying to make it work. It's like you're ruining everything on purpose. You're taking his side? I thought you hated him. Yeah, but you guys seemed happy before. Why ruin it? I don't know what's gonna happen. Since then, Blake and Sarah's relationship only got worse, and the fights continued. Much of the time over nothing. I could see Sarah was being catty all the time about everything, while Blake was sincerely there for her. He would come over to the apartment early and wait for Sarah to be back home. And in the mean, I would spend some time with him, give him advice. After all, no one knew Sarah like I knew Sarah. The truth is, I feel insecure. I don't know how to explain to Sarah how much I love her. It's like she doesn't care for our relationship. Of course she does. She's just going through a tough spot right now. Really? I think she's cheating on me. At least, I've seen her flirt with other guys. You don't know how it makes me feel. It's like my heart is on fire. You're overthinking it. Maybe she was just teasing you. Blake opened up to me about the issues they were having, and I tried to console him, and when things didn't work, I tried to get things off his mind. We started joking and sharing stories. Want to play GTA? You know how to play? Please, you're looking at the boss. Over the days, I started to realize how judgmental and wrong I was about him. Blake was a nice guy, and I had fallen in love with him, but I never confessed my feelings, as Blake was still very much in love with Sarah, even though he was happier spending time with me. I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but my heart told me I had to do something. And one evening, while we were alone in the apartment, things went a little out of hand on my indirect insistence, and Blake reluctantly complied. After that day, however, both of us felt so guilty, we decided never to see each other again. And Blake broke up with Sarah. But each and every day I was away from him, I was missing him and was desperately hoping he would call me. And come a week later, he did. And we met. I was regretting the moment we decided not to see each other again. I think I really do have feelings for you. I had feelings for him too, but as always, I teased him. So now you're after me again? Blake and I secretly started dating. Soon, however, Sarah found out, and things got complicated. She kept on warning me like I used to warn her. But I was happy with Blake, and we were in love, unlike her toxic relationship with him. But Sarah couldn't handle it. How could you do this to me? I thought you were my friend. I trusted you. Sarah, no one knows why they fall in love, or who they may fall in love with. Why are you complaining when you didn't even want to be in a relationship with him? Sharing the apartment became impossible, so I decided to move out and go back to the dorm. But when Blake heard, he asked me to move in with him. Your apartment? Are you sure? Yeah, Valentine's Day is in 2 weeks. This will be my Valentine's gift. Life with Blake was bliss. He knew how to make me laugh, he knew how to cheer me up. But I couldn't get over the guilt. Maybe I shouldn't have done this to Sarah. I betrayed her. Alicia, you smell that? What? Actually, this whole apartment smells. You know what it is? What? Boyfriend material. What have I done? Blake would always be by my side to support me. Right before Valentine's Day, I got a call from him. Hello? Blake, what's up? Hello? Hello? Blake was out with his buddies and had accidentally dialed me. I was about to cut the line when I overheard something that made me curious. Blake and his friends were talking about girls. Was it about me? Dude, how did you land that hot chick? She used to hate you before. How? I'm a genius. When plan A doesn't work to bait a girl, you use plan B. Call it a detour, in other words, the best friend. Sarah was so easy to get, and through her, I got closer to Alicia, made her jealous of how good of a boyfriend I could have been to her, and just when my relationship with Sarah got perfect, I paid Dan and Kevin to hang out with her, praise her and follow her around, so I could play the victim card in front of Alicia that Sarah was cheating on me. After that, making her feel for me was a piece of cake. We started flirting, I made her laugh, and now this chick is crazy about me. I couldn't believe I fell for his stupid trick. Blake was the jerk I thought he was. It was all his plan. I felt so devastated and horrible for what I did to Sarah. I knew I had to make things right. So I went straight back to the apartment. And yes, she wasn't happy to see me. And yes, I took the well-deserved insults before she finally calmed down. And like I said, we fight but things always get better. She is truly my best friend, a better friend than I've ever been to her. Blake, I got a Valentine surprise for you. What is it, babe? Sarah stepped into the apartment, blushing and smiling. Sarah is deeply in love with you. She's recognized her mistakes and realized what she lost breaking up with you. Are you serious? Yep, I was thinking, why don't you date both of us together? I don't have any problem and Sarah doesn't have any problem. Together? I don't know. Blake never imagined in his wildest dreams he would see a day like this. Blake, please take me back. I love you. Honestly, I had feelings for both of you. Sarah, I never stopped loving you. And Alicia, I can't live without you. Seeing the girl smile, Blake got very excited. This was the best Valentine gift anyone could have ever given him. In fact, it was better than all the gifts put together. Dude, how did this happen? Leave it, man. I deserved it. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.